cross, what can you do? What can you say? Jesus, Jesus.
This is the story of death and hope. Weak and subject to the many encumbering circumstances of an average African, Edu Udechukwu spent his childhood and teenage years in the unfavorable environment of Akabueze, Anambra State. In view of a generation, the mercies of God provoked a nudge and an unrest against the status quo of religious Christianity. Edu must pray. A holy dissatisfaction was born, a hunger to experience the resurrection life at work in his members, fueled what became days, weeks, months, and years of seeking on campus. A desperate yearning for all of God could not be conceived in his members. Men must be implicated. In service and ministry unto God, Edu grew in stature before God until greater responsibility was committed to him at NCCF Ogun State Prayer Secretary. This became a platform for untamed intercourse with hell, betting encounters which has a generation implicated.
We were praying many years ago, and in the midnight, an angel appeared to us. It was later God began to teach me the ministry of that angel. The angel suspended between heaven and earth, and he was carrying a pot filled with fire. And he asked us a question, and he said, "Should I break this pot in your midst?" We said, "Break it." When he broke it in our midst, people prayed non-stop for 3 days.
Find me, make me, empower me, send me, make me a conduit.
This is the story of sacrifice, of death, and commitment of a man yielded to the demands for establishing the purposes of God, a conduit of eternal flames.
Oh, my spirit.
Through yieldedness, brokenness, and death, Apostle Edu Udechukwu stewards a dispensation of grace for a generation.
I am not normal. I am not normal. I am not normal. I am not normal. I will pray. Help me to pray. Help me to pray. There are pathways in the spirit. When we come over to that place, we will find out that we'll be reckoned amongst the patriarchs, pathfinders in the spirit, men that dare to walk with God. They were walking with God and they were looking for a city. When they arrived in the other realm, they will find out that the city is not a natural city, it's an everlasting city. And men that dare to walk with God, when they come over there, the path that they charted in the spirit will still be found, because it's a path that is eternal. It's a path that is in the spirit. Their reward will be eternal, because they never look for things on earth. Everything on earth is to make them to touch things that is eternal. That means that every other thing, every other person is just a help to get us to where we are going. When we appear there, we find that the journey continues.
A profound master builder.
One of the days he was addressing us, he looked at me and told me that I don't have anything. I came arrogantly to him, and then I told him that I actually know where I was going and some of the things that God has told me. He smiled at me. He told me that when I'm anointed, that he's going to let me know. But then he led me to seeking God and trusting him to increase a measure and put a mark upon my life. Something undeniable that men will look at me and see that the hand of God is actually upon the life of this one. And you see, it was these potent words that actually plunged me into tireless seeking and ceaseless labor as regards to doing the things of God and for my destiny. And after many seasons, I've seen tremendous progress. I've seen a lot of change. I now know where I'm going in the new sense.
Unto us a son is given, and the scripture thus must be fulfilled, that we be followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise.
We will see that the kind of prayer we prayed is not because we sensed anything in the natural. It's because our spirit has been burdened with the burden of God. Everything that motivated us was intangible. We looked at the Bible, we saw the position of God concerning issues, concerning our territory, concerning our land. It is enough. I don't need to have encounter. I don't need to see I've seen enough. Men of prayer, real prayer, men of real prayer that touch the spirit in prayer. They are men of faith. When I finish living on this earth, I'll be called a man of faith.